Good morning. I didn't find any Christmas music. I could not find any Christmas music to get started with this morning that I had the rights to use. Look, I have no background. I'm just floating in space. There's a little mini-me standing next to the desk, repeating everything I'm saying in time with the rest of me. Good morning. Welcome to the Weekend Recovery Show. Hopefully you've all had plenty of rest overnight, and it's just a beautiful morning wherever you are. We're outside of the court of public opinion right now, so we get to just speak freely. Not worried about what the judge will say today. Good morning, beautiful people, says Terry. But before Terry said good morning, beautiful people, way back this morning, I need to put that somewhere else, huh? Let's see. Have to move this one. Sorry, Tom. Give me just a second to put you in a good spot. How about right there? Does that work? Tom says, hello, and he wins the internet for the weekend, just like that. It's that easy. It's that easy to win. The odds of winning here are nearly 100% if you're first in chat, or first to connect. And Tom, you did that today, so congratulations to you on your big win. I think this might be your first, if I remember correctly. This might not be. You may not have been experienced in owning the internet before. So good luck to you today. It's sort of a mild day. Nothing really big is going on worldwide as far as the internet's concerned. So should be pretty laid back for you. So welcome, Tom. Good to have you here. Stephen, good morning. We've got a few pictures we're going to share today from you, which were exciting. Some that you made me promise I would share, and I will. Good morning, Michelle. Good to have you as well. Bella's in the house. Tom says, mug. I do have a mug. Look at this. Now look, if you look carefully, you see what color of mug this is? It's blue, and then it's black. Well, never mind. It goes. It's only black if I switch to black on my switcher. Hang on just 1 second. Let's go to black. Now it's black, right? So I have a black mug, and then I also have a blue mug. But then this is the one that has a hole in my heart. See? Where my heart should be, you just see wires. But I do have that. I need to put some water in it, which will allow me to keep talking. Ready for some ASMR? And I dropped the lid, so that has to go in the mug holder over there, the cup holder. But it's tasty as always. Just water this morning. Stephen's in the house. Terry's in the house. Good morning, beautiful people, says Terry. Golden Mom, hello, and welcome. Bella's here. Katrina. Abby from the UK. Hello, Abby. How's the day been, since you're a little bit ahead of us? Is it good? What do we have to look forward to? Jones says, hi, friends. It's good to have you here. DDB. Welcome. It is a beautiful morning. Enjoy it, everyone. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, Dee Dee. Appreciate that. That guy is in the house, but he retracted his message. So apparently we're never going to know what that guy had to say. Michelle Johnson as well. Tom says, as today's owner of the internet, my first act is shutting down the internet for the day. Only after today's fantastic show, of course. It looks like we have the day off to do whatever we want, as long as it doesn't involve electronic devices. Hopefully you'll leave up the portion of the internet that handles navigation, GPS in our vehicles, because I need that. Hit the like button, said Last Poet. That's a great thing to say first thing in the morning. It is Saturday, Carly, and welcome. Joellen, good morning to you as well. Richard Davis is in the house. I think we have a picture from you, Richard Davis. We'll be sharing that here in a little bit. Hola, everyone. Cup of Joe, top of the day to everyone. Ven's here. Good morning, Addicts. Mornar Abs, says Mac. Mac, I think I have something from you as well. Yes, there is. England plays later today. England plays, right. That was exciting. Speaking of World Cup, I saw I've got a feed from, it's sort of like a business content creator newsletter that I get. That I've been getting for, I think, years. I don't know when I signed up for it, but it's occasionally has some good information. And it just had a little like a tidbit. It's like, did you know type thing that during the World Cup, when I think it was Qatar was playing, somebody, a YouTuber out there, made a very grainy video, so it made it look like he was like filming the game and airing it on YouTube, which is a big no-no, right? You can't rebroadcast sports events. They'll shut you down in a heartbeat. And he filmed this game. He had 40,000 people watching this live stream of Qatar play in the World Cup. But it wasn't a live stream. It was actually a grainy recording of him playing on his Xbox or PlayStation, the FIFA game. And he had 40,000 people there cheering on, thinking they were watching the World Cup, when really they were watching him play on the computer with just a intentionally blurry screen. I got a good chuckle out of that, but it's funny. Let's see. TBR, good morning. Good to have you here. Kathy as well. Michelle Johnson's in the house. Let me just catch up a little bit. I hope the blue is the invisible mug. I do have that one this morning. I hope you share the chocolate-covered pickle. I will, Katrina. It's on here. We've got that. I will mind the laptop as well. Thank you for the reminder. My cup got in yesterday morning, way early than it said. That guy, I've seen that as a trend. I think the way that the eBay's handling the shipping is under promise and over deliver, which ends up with happy customers. But some of us would like to know, just promise what you're going to deliver. You know, I'm good either way, but I'd like to know when it gets there. So you can skip the package thieves and things like that. Good morning, Carolina, says Georgia. It is good to have you here. Welcome. It's cold in England, apparently. -2 Celsius, which is about 30 degrees Fahrenheit for those of us that struggle with the conversion. I meant the states. Well, yeah, North Carolina is a state, so we'll take it. It's good to have. It's good to have that. Sound effects. Good morning, Recovery Addict and friends. Yep, we got the ASMR sound effect this morning. Liked and loaded, said Kaylee. DMB Secondist, I got something from you as well. England, please. France, go England. We know which side you're cheering for. I will be as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to watch it live, but I'll probably stay up to date on the score as it goes. Hopefully, big on one side and little on the other. That's how sports work. Did you see in the Idaho murders, the guy apparently left the country? That guy I didn't. I was watching this morning an update from I guess it was some updates that the Moscow police had posted to their YouTube channel. And one of them was just like, hey, it was sort of like a warning to internet sleuths. Like, be careful, you might, in all your contacting and trying to do your own work, you might be harassing people and you could get in trouble. And they're like, be careful, we're the only ones that have the real information. It's like, yeah, but at the same time, you guys had information that contradicted and you flipped back and forth, and now we don't trust you as much, right? And so we want to look out for these other sources, people that might have something else. Anyway, fascinating on that one, but I did not hear anything about him, a hoodie guy leaving the country. That seems suspicious, but maybe it's not. With the holiday season, maybe it was a planned trip or something. I'll have to look into that. I think they're saying that might not be true. Okay, that's a possibility. Welcome, Mommy, by the way. Been holding steady, 45 to 50 for a week and rainy still. Western North Carolina. Well, Mac, this morning, it was a little bit chilly. I left my watch off this morning. You can see where it was. I wear it so much. But I don't know what the temperature was this morning, but I opened the window on the east side of my house and let the sunlight in and a little bit of cool air, and it was nice. Heads Carolina, tails California. Yep, beautiful song. Beautiful. Both states have a lot of beauty. I do prefer the one I'm in, which is in Carolina on the East Coast. And because the sun rises here and it sets in California, as far as looking around. But I like mornings. All right, so this is the Christmas edition of the Weekend Recovery Show. So we have a few pictures, and I was scrambling for some music that I could use from the Creator Studio, and like everything they were suggesting Christmas type music was like hip hop Christmas music, and so it was this bizarre sort of heavy thumping. It's something a teenage kid would play to impress his teenage friends. Like that doesn't really ring Christmassy to me, and I couldn't find anything. So we're gonna have to skip the Christmas music. It's exactly freezing in Utah, so not so bad. And it should warm up a little bit, but I did hear you guys have a big storm coming, so please stay safe for that. If I ever leave the country, I'm going to Idaho. Idaho is in the country, Stephen. Idaho is in the country, although you can get, and it does touch Canada on a very small side at the very top, up there by Montana. Good morning, Isabella. Good to have you here. It's just cold and snowy weekend there. I tell you, North Carolina is fantastic for the weather year round. There's a couple days where it's not really good, and occasionally we'll have the odd hurricane or tornado. But other than that, it's fantastic, especially coming from a place that you can go several days without going above freezing. I'm in heaven here. I realize it's better in Florida right now. I will concede that point. But having never been in Florida, this is the best I know. So, UDOT123 says, I have a hope in my heart for snow every day. UDOT, are you the UDOT I think you are? As far as your name, UDOT, Utah Department of Transportation, that would put you squarely in the snow removal category. Is that what you like? 73, sunny in Fort Myers, Florida, and 80 later. Pool day, not quite a pool day here. We actually don't even have a pool, but I can be in Idaho in an hour. I can be there in like 6. Does that count? With a plane ride. Tag is here. Good morning. We're going to share some pictures from Tag. She's kept us in the loop as she's just had some really traumatic experience going and staying in a luxury hotel this week, and it was just really hard for her. And so she shared it with us so we could share in her misery, and I'll pass that along this morning. North Carolina, Shasta City, Mount Shasta area, not call, has open, beautiful country road, forever roads. Been having rain the past few days. Lucky no tornadoes this year. We had bad ones last year. Tore down an Amazon warehouse. That's where my package went, that guy. That would explain it. MM Jones says, I don't know, Recovery Addict. I once tried to use my Minnesota driver's license at a bar, and they told me they don't accept driver's license from other countries. Is Minnesota's that different that it looks foreign? That is funny. It should still have the barcode on the back, right? And the star on the front so you can fly and everything. Isabella Watts says, I received my mug last night, and my boyfriend was questioning the package it came in. It's a unique package. I've never had a package that came like that, but it's very well packaged, and I like it. My kids were playing with them and making what they call snow out of styrofoam, which is, it's molded just the perfect size just for one mug and keep it safe. And it's sort of like it's a very simple package, but it does a really good job at what it does. But it does make snow if you grind up the two pieces. Miserable 73. Headed to the Alamo on a Riverwalk after big breakfast. Tag, I'm so sorry. My heart goes out to you. Sorry you have to do that. Please don't say the S word. It's coming to my part of upstate New York tomorrow. Make it stop. You guys got hit pretty hard early on, didn't you, Kathy? Like record snowfall. I know in the Buffalo area. That's a lot. I heard like 70 plus inches. Mugs make a great Christmas gift. I agree. They really do. And they make a great early Christmas gift, one you can open early and enjoy all through the whole season. You can drink in Germany without ID as long as you can see over the bar. You're good to go. Well, their standard is a little bit lower than some of the other countries. But I do know that also I think in England the age for drinking is a little bit lower than most of the states. At least I thought that was the case when I was there. Having not participated in it myself willingly, there's a story there as well. That's all I'll go into right now. Okay, so let's get going on the show and tell. We said this is a Christmas edition, and many of you have been sending pictures. I apologize if you're sending a picture right now, which some of you might be doing. I'm probably not going to be able to get it into the show today. It's just a little bit difficult to do all the homework necessary to transfer it between devices and name everything the way I need to. But I will say thank you, and thank you to everybody who reached out to me on the burner phone today. As many things were happening when we were not live streaming, keeping me updated in various cases as things developed, and made it able for me to jump back on and go live when I needed to. So here we go. Let's go ahead and bring up. Oh, that's not it. Oh, we're going to 4. Nope, that's me. 3. 3 it is. Okay, we'll clear off Katrina's comment here just for a minute so we can see. I like this nice clean background, just nothing but black. I feel like I'm speaking out of a black hole, really, but it works for today. So I don't cover up the pictures. Stephen Lee says, remember, anything you say may be used to doodle something about you later. I will accept that. I'll accept that. I appreciate that. Tom says, when I went to Italy when I was a lot younger, they had wine on tap at the breakfast bar. Anyone can drink wine with food, no matter the age. It was wild. It's like, how much food do I need to order to get the free beverage? It's sort of like in the casinos, I imagine. Okay, so starting first, off the top is Miss Chris. Is Miss Chris in the house? I didn't see her yet. If you are Miss Chris, you've been hiding, lurking in the shadows, which is all right. But please come out and say hi if you're there, or add a comment afterwards in the chat. So Miss Chris first has a beautiful Christmas tree. You can see out her window the green stuff on the ground there is called grass. For those of you who only have snow, so Miss Chris has a fair amount of that. Just a beautiful tree. I like the lighting on here a lot. Just let me see if I can move this over there. So there we go. She followed up with, actually, DMB. DMB is in the house. My cat would destroy the tree. Here's the cat. Well, I think here is cat number 1. Did I get 2 cats from you, DMB? Cat number 1 in a box fort, I might add. I'm not sure if this is a Daryl Brooks brand box fort, but an effective box fort nonetheless. Just chilling there and looking cute. My kids, of all the pictures, this is the one they interacted with most. Even though I didn't think, I think there are some other very cute cat pictures. This is the one they're like, oh, and when they saw this, they're like, we need a cat. I said, we don't need a cat because I already have allergies. But cute cat. Is this the one that would destroy the tree, DMB, or would it be, or is it this one, or is it the same cat? Let me flip back and forth. It may be. Maybe, I think it's the same cat looking at the markings on the nose. So DMP says, that's my boy. He's cute. He looks very well relaxed there, like you might have disturbed him in his rest in this picture. But he's a tree killer, apparently. He goes for the tinsel. So thank you for that, DMB. Color Me Abstract. I'm not sure if you're here as well. Did I see you? Color Me sent me this picture of, and these are Christmas cards. He's hand-drawn. Color Me does just a ton of amazing artwork, and this is just it's a unique style. It just looks awesome. I will say, initially when I saw the second one down on the left, I thought of Dr. Seuss, who was one of my great loves, one of the great authors from my childhood that I love. But just incredible pictures. I love the color combinations and the cards. I will say that I got a card from someone. About 2 weeks ago. It was actually from the Crisis Cleanup, the company owner, and he wrote me a card, and it was a handwritten card. And I have not had a handwritten card like that. I mean, usually you get like a little hallmark in the bottom. They're like, Merry Christmas from so-and-so type of thing. And I opened this card, and on both sides, it's pen, ink, handwriting, it's small print, and just a very personalized card. And I was astounded at how touching it was. That he went to such effort to send this card and not just sign it and say, hey, thinking of you, or thanks, appreciate what you do, whatever it was. Instead, he wrote out something very personal to me and said, hey, I saw what you did. I want to tell you what it meant to me, and type thing. And it was like, that was incredible. So when I look at these cards and I see the work that goes into creating the cards as well, I feel the same way. Whoever gets those cards is going to be very lucky. So thank you very much, Color Me Abstract, for that. Franco sent this picture. It wasn't necessarily a Christmas decoration picture. He was actually telling me that I needed to move my face from the right side of the screen to the left, because if you look very closely, you can see Elf on the Shelf was getting a little crowded. So he asked me to move over to the other side to allow Elf on the Shelf to not fall off. But Franco, I see the Christmas stockings hung with care, ready for the arrival of one. What would we call it? I have an idea. I might read you a Christmas story. It's a scientific Christmas story, but it it tells the story of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas using all scientific terms. And it's a little bit of a mouthful, but some of you might appreciate that. And just while I was talking about how the stockings were hung with care, that came to mind. So maybe we'll do that on another stream. So that was from Franco. Franco, thank you very much. And whoever sent this one, for some reason I do not have your name in my phone. So if you recognize this pooch with the incredible man bun, which is rare in a pooch, please go ahead and send me your name so I can link you up to this picture and give you credit where it is due. But that would be awesome. But awesome man bun there. Alexis sent this picture of her riding bareback on her horse, which I've never ridden bareback. I've never been able to get on a horse without a saddle. I sort of need that halfway step. And if I was able to get on a horse without a saddle, I'm not sure how I would stay on. But that was cool. And Alexis also sent this amazing decoration, which I can only assume she hired a professional to do. And if this was her that did it, how much do you charge? Because this is just an incredible tree. I love the decorations in here. Love the lights, the combination. It's one of those trees where it's fully decorated, right? There's very little space that's not covered, and at the same time, it just looks so perfect. With all the decorations just go so well together, and in the setting and everything. So, thank you, Alexis, for that one. Jenna W. Jenna is, I think she's somehow related to UPS, right? If you look in the corner, you can see we've got a UPS truck over there. And I want to find out from Jenna exactly what this picture is telling me. She said something about, it's amazing how many people don't know the right address or something. So I'm guessing, is this pile all the packages that can't be delivered? The address was wrong, something like that. But then I look on this, and this is what has me questioning it. If you zoom down here, it says Jenna W. on that box. It really does. And so I'm wondering, are these all her boxes? Is this her Christmas delivery? Is that what it was? Inquiring minds want to know. But that was amazing. Obviously, during the Christmas season, anyone involved in the package delivery system process is very busy, and we appreciate you. Tell them thank you at least, or give them a tip or a cookie or something when they come to your door. Mary Kay sent me this one. This is her collection of arrowheads. And I like this. The layout almost has like an Aztec type feel, like a Indian writing, like art on the wall, like petroglyph type. Not that old, but I think of Aztec or Native American or South American even when I look at this picture. But zooming in on these is just fantastic, seeing all the different shapes. Some of these look like they were either points or worked points, and just all different type, maybe some awls in there as well. Just unbelievable. I love the blunt points. I forget the actual name for each one, the bird points, and just a really neat mix of artifacts that you found over years and years. That was cool. Weather Watch, we showed this one earlier. I think I showed it on my phone, but he connects from his weather studio. As you can see here, he's got the weather map there in the background as he's watching on the big screen up here. He's got our show going, which is great, and he responded to me telling you about my favorite pickle, which I recently discovered, which is the spicy maple bourbon pickle, which is sort of like a sandwich pickle, but just incredible. From Walmart. It's Sam's Choice brand, and I told you I was going to go get some. I have not gone to the store yet, so I'm actually pickleless. I am sans pickle today, but I appreciate him sending the like and the picture and the pickles. So that was great. Thank you, Weather Watch. Katrina, I think we have a few from Katrina today, and I think Katrina is in the house. Katrina is definitely here for sure. This first one is of her grandson playing lacrosse and saying, "Hey, I sent you this picture. I think you'd recognize the mountains," just because I've lived in this area of Utah for quite a while, and those mountains are home to me. I had a saying when I was living there that the mountains are calling and I must go type thing, because I love being up in the mountains, and I've hiked a lot of those mountains, just up trails and canyons and cliffs, and it's beautiful. So hopefully your grandson won the lacrosse game as well, and thank you for the picture of the mountains. Also from Katrina, a beautiful tree with the decorations and setting. I love the floor spread as well. I think those are designed to catch the pine needles. I've never done that, but it would obviously make cleanup just a little bit easier when my kids make a mess of the tree. So, but beautiful tree, and thank you very much for that picture. Also from Katrina, under the tree we have a cat getting ready to destroy it. Maybe I'm not sure, but very cute. Love the cat picture, Katrina. And I think this might be the last one. She says, spotted in Ogden. This is on historic 25th Street. A squatch in its natural habitat, a Sasquatch leaving a building. There have been long been told stories of Sasquatch being sighted in the northern Utah area around Ogden, around Weber Canyon. Going back over 100 years, there are stories of Sasquatch being sighted there. And so for her to catch this rare in the wild like that was amazing. You should definitely report that to the news, because that's newsworthy right there. Not the abominable snowman, I might add. This is a Sasquatch with its winter coat. The abominable snowman stays white year-round, but you can clearly tell that this is a Squatch. Katrina also participates in extreme... I forget what the name is, Katrina. What is this called? She says, my mom is blind, so she asked me to do her tree. She crocheted the skirt on the bottom. The skirt is what it's called, the covering. That is incredible. That's a ton of work. And crocheting it as a blind person would be even more work. But Katrina does pet, what do you call it when you shave and clean and trim and just pamper a pet? Here she's done this cat in a Stegosaurus design, which is just really cool. She sent me a couple other pictures as well, but this is the one that Katrina sent that she wanted us to see most of all. And this is, yes, you see this right. It is a chocolate-covered pickle, which I originally thought it was like a corn dog in a pastry tray, like next to the sweets and stuff. But no, it's called grooming. That's the word. You included it in the text, but I just couldn't remember when I looked at the picture. Extreme groom competition, but the Dino Cat was just a customer request. That is really cool. As I've said before, anyone who can get a cat to do something other than come for food is just really impressive in my mind. I've not been able to train a cat, let alone get it to hold still while I trim it or anything else. So it ends up with me donating blood. That's how it ends up when I try to get a cat to do something unwillingly. Lil Miss sent another picture of the pooch. This little pooch is, I think this is the one that likes to bite. Is this the little devil dog, the demon dog? But out there with his nose in the snow, making little footprints, probably loving that. And then another picture as well. It's just incredible. I love this. This is called depth of field in a photographer's terminology. When you have a background that's blurred and the foreground is very crisp and sharp, it draws your eyes to the picture and it just draws you right into the dog's eyes, which is just really cool because it's very attentive and paying attention there. So thank you, Lil Miss, for that one. Tom sent a couple pictures. He says, first of all, this is my neighbor, right? Oh, let me get rid of this chat. Sorry. Don't want to cover up the pictures for everybody. Tom says, this is my neighbor. This is what he gets to see when he looks out from his yard. As they've done the full Griswold, it looks like there's a tunnel over here, is over the walkway. So you're walking through the light tunnel. There's just all sorts of lights all over the place. And Tom is not like me. He actually participates in this and has his own house decorated. So we sent that as well, with just beautiful lights, the icicle design on the eaves and everything, and a little bit more tame than the neighbors, but definitely not something to snuff at there. So good job, Tom. Appreciate that. Let's see. This one, also from Tom. He's telling me about these strawberry pickles, and he sent me a picture, and it does look good. It really does. The strawberry on the outside and the pickle. I'm not sure how they make this, but it's like a strawberry infused pickle. You can see that clearly is a cucumber. You've got a seed visible. It's not some deformed strawberry that genetically modified or anything. And I might have to try this. I did see somebody else also sent me a picture of some strawberry pickles that you can buy at the store. Tom is saying the guy next to him has all the blow-ups of the Santa is taller than his 2-story house. Well, hopefully there's not a windstorm, because Santa Claus might get airborne before Christmas Eve if that happens. But Tom, thanks for those pictures, and thanks for the picture of the pickle. As always, pickles are appreciated on this channel. And not to be outdone, we were asking about the tire, where the tire went in the David Ortiz case, and he said, we found it. It's down here in Florida. It somehow got on the side of the road. There it is. So those of you who are wondering where the tire went, Tom did locate it and photographed it for our benefit. So thank you very much, Tom. Rich Davis, I know Rich is in the house. Rich sent me this picture, which is, this just makes me hungry. This incredible, the bread, the meat, and yes, the pickle in here. There's pickle on there. Just looks like a lunch fit for kings. So as we're getting close to lunchtime, you can think about that as you decide what you're going to consume yourself. But Miss Chris, did we miss you? You just got in the house? Let's see here. Who did we miss? Let's see. Did Miss Chris, did you miss your pictures? Katrina, I can scroll back really quickly. We're at Rich right now. Let's go to, there's Tom. Here's Little Miss, Katrina, Alexis. Where's the picture? Was it the dog? No. I give up. Oh, there we go. At the very beginning, Miss Chris, you actually you led off the show, and I actually started with this. This is absolutely beautiful. I love the lighting in here, and we commented that you have grass outside, which is really neat this time of year. Many people only get snow and ice, but just a beautiful picture. I love how it just lights the whole corner of the room. So thank you very much for sending that in. I'm going to scroll very quickly through a couple here. Catch up to where we were. There's Tom's. Here's the pickle. There's the tire. Then Rich's, and now we're on to Debbie. Debbie, this is her Manx cat. She says might be part Siamese, I believe, but caught it mid-lick of the nose, which is a rare shot for a cat. I mean, they frequently do it, but it's hard to catch. So that was really cool. And Debbie says, here's the same cat when being sat on by another cat, which cats sometimes get in the weirdest positions they think is comfortable to sleep. But there it is, perched on the edge of the piano, and I thought that was really cool. Let's see. Joellen, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope everything goes all right with Charlie and you. Please, our thoughts go out to you right now. Let's see. We call that a grinder in Rhode Island. Let's see. Okay, I think NORAD just started tracking Santa. Breaking news. It took off from Tom's neighbor's yard, apparently. Let's see. The next one we have from Stephen Lee, we have a couple pictures. And this one is a billboard, apparently he spotted on the side of the road. Let me get this out of the way here just for a minute. Where he says, are you a true crime addict? Call the recovery hotline. It looks like one of those lawyers' billboards, and post the hotline for us as well. So that was much appreciated. I'll look for that billboard every time I'm driving around the country. It should be up all over the place now. He also sent me pictures. I think, Stephen, if I remember correctly, you didn't really send a text with these, but I think you said you had found an old Bible in a home or somewhere. But you'd sent this picture of this old Bible, which I do love old books, and old family Bibles and things are amazing too. And this leather-bound copy with it sent the title page. It looks like it's dated 1862, which is just really cool. Really neat to find an old book. So thank you for sending that and sharing that. You also sent this picture of two versions of the hot mic, just ideas for how it could look. The first one being a flaming microphone, and the second one having more of a figure, I guess you could say, Stephen Lee. So depending on how you interpret hot mic, one of the two may be appropriate. Personally, I think for any merchandise purposes we use, I'm probably going to go with a variation of the one on the left. But I appreciate that, and thank you for sending that in. And I did show them as promised. Pauline, we saw your tree last week. You sent the tree picture in early, but now you said Christmas came early, and look what Santa has under the tree there. Just a little fur baby, so cute with his eyes open, looking at you. And a skirt as well. I learned that it's a skirt. Yes, I think I will show pictures next week as well, Joellen. So if you do send some in during this week, we'll try to show them next week. I think we're doing a show next week as well. Tag here. Tag is here. Hopefully, if she's able to stay, drop down. I know she had some errands to run today. But Tag goes on and says, I'm down here in Texas. She had to travel down there. It was just an awful situation. She had to stay in a luxury hotel, which I think I even have a video for her. So let me see if I can get, let's see, camera 3. We've got audio, so it should play automatically when we scroll over here. She took pictures of this luxury hotel. This is built, I think it was 1908, which is really neat because the layout from the mantles, from the big door frames, even the paneled ceilings, just the floor, the hardwood floors and everything. This is my house. This is what I enjoy and I live in, and it's just beautiful. It's nice to see this sort of decorations. Let's see, does the audio come in? Not getting audio for some reason. She gave us a little bit of a tour. But she says it comes with 2 beds. She doesn't know which one to sleep in, but this was like, I think, officers' quarters, like a dorm for officers, as she showed us around the room there in Texas, just her old stomping grounds. Just really neat. I love those big, heavy door frames. That's what I have around my doors. The big, tall, vertical sliding windows. It's very much from the same time period that mine was in. So get a little bit of tour there. That's pretty neat. So I'm sorry you had to go down there. Not only that, she had to eat just amazing food, which I'm not sure. Is this, what's it called? When I look at a picture and I'm on a live stream, even though I've eaten this a million times, I even ordered this from the store and down the road, I believe yesterday. I can't remember for the life of me what this sandwich is called, with the meat and cheese. So it's like a Philly cheesesteak. Is that it? Was I first? Before anyone said it in chat, just for the record, is this a Philly cheesesteak? It came to my mind. With pickle, I might add. Steak and cheese. But just good food there from Tag. Mac sends this one in. Gave a Christmas card to everybody, just shouting out a Christmas hello and a snowman. With a cardinal, I might add. A very plump cardinal who seems well fed and blends in. So it's been many a year since I've had a snowman. We don't get enough snow here to do that. The kids try, but it's wonderful. Appreciate all the people who are saying Philly cheesesteak in chat. I think I got that one right. Bella sent in some pictures of her decorations. This first one being a little mermaid with a Santa Claus hat. I think the mermaid is year round and is seasonally decorated with the hat. And then also just a beautiful. Now I would call this a Linus tree, and not that that's not a derogatory term. It's Linus from Charlie Brown. A Linus tree is one that's a very simple tree with just a few branches, and to me it really captures the true meaning of Christmas type thing. Which I think I love a full, beautiful tree, but at the same time, I love these very simple trees with just a few decorations as well. And it's very well decorated on the pedestal and everything, and it looks amazing. I think she mentioned that she's downgraded from having many boxes of Christmas decorations to a very simple display like this. But still, it just looks beautiful. And thanks for sharing that, Bella. Lori sent this picture of her fur baby with her fake fur baby, I think, the dog with a teddy bear, tucked in bed, ready for a good night's rest. So thank you, Lori, for that one. I appreciate that. That's very cute. I don't know how you get your animals to pose in cute positions. And she also sent this picture of snow in Florida. Oh, wait. No, that's sand. But it's just beautiful as well on the beach. So we'll be thinking of you when we get snow. Tag saying I had 4 pickles, just for clarification. Not just 1 pickle, 4 pickles. I'll mail you some snow if we get that storm, says Katrina. I actually mailed snow once. It kept cold with dry ice. That's funny. I don't know what I'd do if I opened the box and there was snow in it. Lastly, I'm sharing my tree that my kids decorated. This is it's funny in this picture. It looks a little bit skinnier than it does in real life. I'm not sure if I did something wrong with the photograph, but we set it next to this. It's like a crystal. It's a beveled glass window that's actually bowed, so it goes in like a bowl. And it's just really neat because from the outside, it just has a really neat effect. But I did the lights on this tree. That's why there's a ton of lights at the bottom and almost none on the top. But my kids did all the decorations. And the decorations are a collection of all the different Christmas decorations that have been gifted and shared and collected over the years, and the remainder that just haven't broken, as many break from year to year. So that is what we do. That's in the front door, or by the front door, and it's just really cool. Anyway, so that completes the slideshow for the Christmas decoration edition. Obviously, we can probably carry that over into next week as well. If some of you want to share any other pictures, or if you want to share pictures of what your neighbors have done, something you found beautiful as well, we can share that as well. But just cool. Bella says, love the window, love the lights. Thank you. The kids were so excited. That is a fake tree. We've had the same fake tree for many a year. We're trying to find a candle that will that smells like a real tree. And so if we can't find one, we're going to do the essential oil. I think it's like a pine oil or it's some sort of evergreen oil that we'll use there. But we do want the smell of the real tree, but probably not the mess of the real tree, because I forget to water them and then all the needles fall off. So that is everything. So that keeps us up to date. You've all seen most of your pictures back and forth. I know some of you sent a few more pictures. I didn't share everything that we got. I sort of had to parse them down a little bit, but that's Christmas, right? That's how it's shaping up, and wherever you're from, as you share a picture from your home. So the exciting thing for this week, and I wanted to share this with you on the weekend recovery show, is I may be making a couple changes to what we do on the live stream. I had some really good, I guess you'd call it success with the last show we did on Friday, where we had it was a full catch up of almost 3 full days of trial from the Aaron Dean trial, where I had gone back and I'd watched it and I'd cut out the parts. We'd sped up the parts that we could, and just assembled a lot of it. We had probably the highest viewer numbers on that show that we've had in the last 2 weeks, since Daryl Brooks, basically. I got more new subscribers doing that show than any others, and just had a lot of good feedback from everybody about being able to watch it without all the slow parts, being able to have the explanation, being paused and things. And I'm thinking maybe I need to do a little bit more of that. But doing that would require a little bit of a change. I still want to do the morning show every morning, but then during the day I probably wouldn't live stream all day during the day. And I'd probably instead do an evening show where we get the good bits, where we catch up on what's happened, which would allow me to watch watch multiple trials at once and catch you up with things that are going at the same time, as well as cut out some of the slow parts. There are times when the judge is just in chambers and we're waiting, and it's as much as I'd love to be with you guys. At the same time, there are many people who don't have 2 hours to wait for the judge to decide to finish, his notes that he's going to read to the jury. So I'm going to try this next week. If you guys will indulge me, we're going to do a morning show, same time, 9:00 in the morning. Talk about what's coming up during the day, but then during the day, I'll be watching, participating, but not live streaming the shows. And then we're going to do an evening show to catch up on everything that happened. Well, we'll be able to talk a little bit more about what happened, have things in perspective, and understand what happened. We'll be able to explain what's going on in a couple different cases. And I think that might be better. It might be better for everybody. We'll still have plenty of time to get together in the mornings like we're doing, and also be able to get together in the evenings, where I know a lot of people in my comment section say I can never be on their lives because I'm I've got work or I've got other commitments during the day. And I'd love to be able to have something for them where they could get on the live show as well. So Tag says, I'm cool with evening shows. Awesome. That's what I'm hoping, that this will work. As much as I like being live and watching everything with you guys at the same time, I think that might be a better format for this group, for this audience, where we can really get all the good stuff and none of the painful chair scraping, and we can cut out some of the coughing and just the things that, yeah, they're funny looking back at it, but at the same time I'm going deaf. I need to protect my ears. But that guy says, are you going to cover the FedEx driver case? Pretty sure he pled guilty, though, so I don't know how much of a case it'll be. I think he did plead guilty, or he will. So there will just be a sentencing. There won't be much there. Abby, I understand you can't be there in evenings. That's the middle of the night for you, early morning. That's why we're still going to have the morning show as well, and we might do some wrap up on the morning as well as we talk about what's coming up for the day. So we'll have a little bit of both on there. The chair scoots. Yeah, that was bad. That was so bad. Is MB in the house? I'm not sure if she is. She's doing a 50-miler. A 50-mile race today. I don't see MB here. She's probably out getting ready for that. But I think that starts today. I'm not sure how that works, or if it's like a relay type thing where she runs different segments of it. But 50 miles is nothing to laugh at when you talk about a race. So good luck to her today if she catches this on a replay. Hope everything goes well. Any news on the eye drops case? Golden Mom, yes. Yesterday there was a hearing in the eye drops case, and I tuned in for some of that. It was played over Zoom, so it was the court feed from Judge Darrow's courtroom, and I believe they're going into evidence to see basically if there's enough evidence to proceed with a trial. Right? Is that what's happening? But it was very technical. They had, for the entire time that I was watching, which I couldn't rewind. It was sort of like you watch live where you get nothing. But for the entire time that I was watching, they had an expert on who was talking about the chemical, the eye drop chemical, and how there was about 5 milliliters of it in her stomach, and how that meant that it was most likely ingested, and although some of it could have been ingested, passed through the system, and then sent back to the stomach through the bloodstream. There was a lot of technical stuff about the poisoning and how much it would take to kill someone and things like that. So it is moving forward. And I don't know if it'll be live streamed. I didn't see any other news camera or news station covering that at all. So maybe when it gets to the actual court part, that there will be cameras there, especially just because she's running for Supreme Court now. She's now a sort of a public figure of a higher status than she was prior to DB's case. Matthew Harris slid in here right before the end. Says I like a little bit about both AM and PM. Yeah, so it would probably enable us, Matthew, to get you after court dates at the same time, maybe a little before. Just depends on when we do the PM show, and I haven't decided yet how late to do it. I'm on the East Coast, obviously. I don't want to be up till midnight doing an evening show, but if I go too early, then people are still at work on the West Coast, and so we'll try to find a happy medium. But so iDrop's case is moving forward. We saw that. I did also watch who was it? The Murdaugh family murders in South Carolina. There was a hearing yesterday on that one as well. Wow. They handled a whole bunch of motions yesterday. The judge did, and some of them were, the defense wanted to know basically the bill of particulars. They asked for a bill of particulars from the prosecution. And the judge is like, you realize that's not a South Carolina thing. We don't do the bill of particulars here. You can go back maybe into the 1800s and the slavery time period, and that's when we did. But, current jurisprudence, it's not a thing. So, but the prosecution had told them basically what they were going to do anyway. They basically said, here's our here's our argument. It's that Mr. Murdaugh had a financial world where he built up a house of cards that he couldn't financially support. He had borrowed from everyone he could. He borrowed, begged, and stole from everyone he could to keep this house of cards up. And every time it started to crumble and fall down, some major tragedy would occur in his life to draw attention and sympathy to him. And he would get help, and the spotlight would be off him. Things like, him getting shot at or something on the side of the road, there's a family member in the hospital, his family getting murdered, things like that. And if I heard correctly, they said there were like 16 or 17 indictments with some 90 other charges against him, like white-collar type charges. So that is going to be incredible to watch, and it's a very nice courtroom to watch from as well. It's a very luxurious courtroom. I may have video to share next time. Big military plane. I'll look forward to it. 80s Music Man. That would be awesome. I can do even if we just need more warning to look for them. I'm going to start doing more scheduled shows. I'm not sure how many I can schedule at once to have out there, but I'm going to start doing a little better on that, Katrina, to give you guys more notice and heads up. Sam Terry, good to have you in the house. Just see you slip in there as well. I'd love to see Judge Darrow in a case again. She was just like we expect. I mean, it was no different than we saw with DB. I imagine she treats everyone the same, but that'll be an interesting case as it moves forward. I need some water here. Okay. True story, 2007, went to eye doctor, drops in eyes, several, went to work, had a heart attack 3 hours later, always wondered about the drops. That's incredible, Bella. They are, I mean, some of these eye drops are deadly in a very small amount. Pauline says, please check the burner phone. Let me look. I'm not sure if I can move something over. Let's see. Lowe's has these sticks. If you hang on a tree, it smells like a real tree. Okay, I will look at this. Scentsicles is what they're called. Scentsicles, white winter's fir. We have a Lowe's near me. We don't have any Home Depots, but we have a Lowe's, so I will go check that out. Thank you, Pauline. We might do that today with the family. Michelle says, Recovery Addict, would you consider doing the Sarah Boone case live? I like your idea to do an AM and PM show. Michelle, maybe on Sarah Boone, yes. I've done a ton of research on Sarah Boone's case, and I'm pouring over, every day I go in and I check the documents to see if anything's been updated or dates have changed or the judge has ordered another hearing or something like that. And so I am watching that. Looks like the first thing we'll hear from her is in about 10 days with a status hearing on that one. But we might do that one live, just because it's going to be incredible. If there's a big one like that, we might do it live, but then, yeah, we'll see. So yes, Michelle, basically. Telegram, watch the hearing. Can't wait for the trial. Yes, amazing on both, either the Murdaugh and the eye drops case. I think will be exciting. Cup of Joe, not me. All excited for the Boone case. Mind the laptop. I will every time. I'm being so careful, Katrina. I really am. Night, y'all. Work time. Enjoy your Sunday or Saturday. I'm a slave mine away to capitalism. That guy, thanks for doing that. We appreciate you working so hard for us. Matthew Harris says, will you be free for a phone call here in a little bit? Yes, I will, Matthew. Call the burner phone. I've set your number to get right through, so it shouldn't go to voicemail. We legit need to talk about getting together on a live stream. We'll do that. As soon as we're done here, if you're available, give me a call as soon as we end. I use those for my fake tree also. I also put them in my AC return vent to circulate through my house. There's an idea. I might have to do that. My phone just... I want to ask you this one thing. For the next hour... What? I don't know why my phone is talking. I have no idea what my phone is playing right now. It's talking to me like it's playing a video, but I don't have anything playing. I'm swiping up. Google, Chrome, email, settings, phone, Safari, YouTube Studio, Facebook, Twitter, photos, YouTube. Okay, it must have been YouTube. Okay. That was weird that my My phone just started talking. Anyway, that's where we are. I'm gonna have to rewatch from the beginning of today's post. Yeah, Carol, there's some great pictures out there. We've got just amazing people who could charge a lot of money to decorate people's houses around Christmas. But let's see. I have my bags packed to watch the Boone Case and Dale Quick Draw. Who's Dale Quick Draw, Mac? Why haven't I heard of that before? It's haunted. What is haunted? Abby. Let's see, that is the property. Let's see. Going back and looking. I'm not sure what's haunted, Abby. My house? It may be. It may be, but they seem to be friendly. So it's all good. The cop. Oh, the Dale Quick Draw. Are you talking about Dean? Aaron Dean. That starts on Monday, and we'll sort of be following that. I'm not sure if we're going to live stream that because we started live streaming that during the day. We might live stream that and then do an evening wrap up about the same thing. So for those of you that are on the live stream might get some of the same material that was in the morning. But that's it. What's in those bags? Maybe George. My phone is haunted. Sorry. Yes, it was haunted. I don't even understand what it was telling me about. It didn't sound familiar at all. So sorry, Abby. I have the memory of a goldfish, and sometimes 3 seconds later, I don't remember what I said. And you guys have seen that several times. So thank you for clarifying. All right. So thank you, first of all for being here. It's been just about an hour, which is a great start to Saturday. It's almost noon here, and we're going to get some shopping done. Hopefully, I've got my fingers crossed, both of them. I'm hoping that we get some pickles today, spicy maple bourbon, and maybe some additional dills. That's the idea. I think we've got some money in the pickle fund for that, so we'll go ahead and make that happen. But Shane, welcome, Shane. Just see us right at the last minute. For the first time ever, an African country is through to the semifinal of the World Cup. History was made today. Crazy. The World Cup has been awesome this year, and sad at the same time. As you know, people win that we thought would lose, and vice versa. But that's sports. But I do like watching the World Cup. I like watching sports on an international level, especially when there's good shows of sportsmanship all around. The new Boone bag suitcase collection is available at Target. Does it come pre-filled or with instructions for hide and seek or something like that, TW? I'm curious. What's the big deal? Yeah, really. I see what you did there, PG. Great seeing everyone. Hugs. Have a good weekend. Let's play some cat music. Some cat music on the way out, right? Is that what we call this one? The cat scratching, I think. Have a great weekend, everyone. I think it's all going to be shopping and Christmas decorating and stuff for me this weekend. But thank you all for being here. Thanks for putting up with mini-me right here by the keyboard. You're like, hey, I'm up here. Hey, I'm down here. I'll have to look back on the replay because I can't actually see if it looks like I'm looking at myself in this picture, but I guess not. Thanks for finding the show. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all for being here. It would not be the same without you. I appreciate all of you and what you've made this the channel and the chat into, especially. Thank you all for the pictures. Continue to send me stuff on the burner phone. I look forward to seeing your texts and your chat. And pickles. We can end on pickles, that's for sure. I'm an addict of recovery. I spend my time watching true crime. She's singing along, I think, to the music here. You might have to make a video of that singing so we can really catch the tune and everything. Good luck, Tag. Have fun at the Alamo. Take some pictures. We look forward to seeing those as well. Thank you, Last Poet, Bella, everybody, AJ. Hugs all around. Please give a hug to everybody you love. Smile at somebody, make their day just a little bit better. And please, until Monday, when we go live again at 9 a.m. Eastern Time for our Monday morning meetup, please stay safe, and we'll see you then. Talk to you in a bit, Matthew. Thank you.